morning, Muscatine, and happy Wellness Wednesday. My name is Autumn Schultz. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to our sponsors that help us keep the show going. Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, and Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Rivo Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Impact Life Blood Center, Harper Cycling and Fitness, Muscatine County Fair, Bayer of Muscatine, and Muscatine Walk to End Alzheimer's. Just a reminder that tonight is at Muscle Library, Unity Point is going to be there talking about safe habits and safety homes, especially with dementia. You can't make it in person. This will be recorded, so you'll be able to watch it later this week through Discover Muscatine and Unity Point Trinity Muscatine on both of their Facebook pages as well, also on YouTube. So you will be able to catch it if you can't make it in person. I know that they have almost 100 people planning on attending this, so it's going to be very important to watch this. A couple other things. This Friday is the girls basketball game at 7:30 tonight, going against Bettendorf. If you can't make it in person, you can watch it on Channel 3, Discover Muscatine, Facebook, YouTube. You can watch it on Amazon, Apple TV. We have it broadcasted for you to be able to watch at home. And also next week is the Muskie Cake Auction. You don't even have to be a business, and if you want to donate a cake, you are more than welcome to do so. More the merrier to help our boosters program for the Muskies. So entries are free. You don't have to even be present to actually drop off the cake. So if you want to, you can just drop it off. You also want to check out all the amazing cakes. That's awesome. I know this year's theme is decades, so 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. There's so many different options and styles you can choose from, and there's a lot of great bakeries here in the Muscatine area that would be more than willing to create a cake for the Muskie Booster program. So you can do that, more the merrier. This is for Friday, January 27th. If you do drop off a cake, it's from 12 to 4 is the drop-off time that you can do that. And there's no school, so you don't have to worry about any parking issues too. And just a friendly reminder that the Pet Food Pantry is happening right now from 9 to 11. It's always going to be the third Wednesday now. So this is going to be on the corner of 4th and Sycamore. So look for the Pet's Sake white bus. And if it is there, that means they are still giving out food for the Pet Food Pantry. So a lot of that is going on, so more and more every single day. We have a lot to talk about today. So I have for Wellness Wednesday the co-owner and head coach of Impact Fitness and Nutrition, the one and only Scott Schultz with me. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so let's do a little recap. Tell us how Red Kettle Fitness went for you.
Red Kettle Fitness went well. And it was a little different this year, obviously with the bitter cold. We weren't able to be present out here in front of Hy-Vee, so we hosted it at our studio there in the Muscatine Mall. Raised just under $700, which was roughly around 700 burpees. I know you did 100 or so as well.
I did a little over 100. Patrick did probably about, 10. 10.
He likes falling down and getting back up again. That's just a little bit down from years past, but yeah, certainly weather was a huge influence, and even for this year I took some time to break down what the burpee actually is, who invented the burpee, if you will, and showed some variations that you too can do at home, just to be able to, I don't say make your life easier, but make the movement easier, helping you then progress into the full burpee later on.
Yeah, I would say I ended up doing a lot of the modified versions of it, and I was still very happy, and I'm still getting the movement done and at a consistent pace too, which was nice.
And I mean, that's what fitness is all about, is really just getting moving, and then understanding how, that next level, how to move even better.
So going into now 2023, we just had our vision board brunch a couple weeks ago, which was so much fun. It was really neat to see how many different people have different goals that they want to create. And not only that, then they found a lot of people similar with the same goals. So it creates a nice little accountability. And now we are going to kick it off this Saturday actually with the Hy-Vee Health and Fitness Fair. And I think this is going to be something, one, different for us, but really fun to do.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll be here from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Location-wise, we still don't know where within the store, but we're going to be here within the store. And for us in general, we're going to have a couple sandbags for you to not necessarily look at, but you'll understand what our method of equipment is, and even show you a couple movements to be able to do. We'll also have our sticks here for stick mobility, being able to show you all the benefits that can come your way with that. So yeah, we're looking forward to those 3 hours. That'll be a good workout for 3 hours too.
It will be. It'll be a nice added bonus. So Hy-Vee will also have a lot of different demonstration samples and stations here also at the Health and Fitness Fair. So it's going to talk a lot about their newest products and some of their most popular products that Hy-Vee will have here in the health area. They will also be running a special for Saturday, 20% off Health Market and also health and beauty care items for Saturday too. With us, we're going to have not only our demonstrations, but our Ascent product that we have at the gym. And then we're also going to be giving away our nutrition ebook. So that is always something that is going to be beneficial for everyone.
Yeah, and you know, what you get in that nutrition ebook, there's going to be healthy tips about nutrition, about fitness, sleep, stress, lifestyle, and your support network. Which I think is so underappreciated.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That, you know, we've always talked of the people that would say, hey, come on out, let's go have a good time, versus the people that was like, you know, I want to support you in this journey, I'll even work out with you, etc. We want to be able to get the balance to more of those positive support people. Not to say going out and having fun with your friends is not positive. It's really just trying to, from the fitness standpoint, we see the positives in working out together and saying, hey, you missed this morning. Where were you? Well, I decided to sleep in. Well, let's make sure we go in together tomorrow or on Friday. So yeah, there's going to be, and when you sign up for the ebook, we'll have our spinning wheel here, and you'll get a chance to spin the wheel for a prize. I think we'll talk about those prizes here in a little bit.
Like kitchen items, we have a couple different types of cookbooks. Our InBody scan, we're going to be doing that as a giveaway. Ascent samples, you could even win a 12-class punch card too, which is something that, you know, people get a little nervous sometimes of trying to like start their fitness journey, and just being able to get going and get started is the way to go.
And I think, you know, one of the cool things about the potential to get an InBody scan, we had a friend of ours come in, she scheduled an appointment with you yesterday evening, and you know, there was a post that you had talked about your, you know, we have our dream weight, but what's that ideal weight? And we had a great conversation, and she came out of it, she went into it very nervous, not knowing what to expect, but she came out of it with all this knowledge and a realization that, you know, I'm not far off from where I want to be.
Yeah, so a lot of the times when people think like their healthiest weight is whatever the lowest weight possible is, whatever maybe their high school or like their college age weight, and then a lot of times it's, you know, it's just an unrealistic number.
Because then it's not sustainable.
Correct, and that's where we look at your healthiest weight is based off of maintaining consistency. Is it sustainable, and is it realistic?
Yeah.
And just because your scale says a particular number, that doesn't mean you don't know what's internally going on with muscle mass and body fat. And so that is the main key components of it, of what this InBody scale can show you, is those exact numbers. And so that's why it's always important to, you want to step on a scale, know a little bit more internal wise, rather than just a, you know, a $10 scale you can get in a store.
It's certainly, yeah, the information goes beyond just being a scale, and things you would never ever would have thought about.
I do want to give a huge shout out to also a few other vendors that are going to be there. Muscatine Y is going to be there, and there's always something there. Nicole is awesome, Lindsay Phillips, Amy Hessel, there's always amazing things that are happening at the Y. Anytime Fitness will be there. Cassie's going to be there representing for Anytime Fitness. They are doing, actually right now, if you sign up, it's $1.
Oh my.
And it ends next week. So she's going to be pushing that promo out at this health fair. And then also the boxing club is going to be there too. So I haven't met them yet, but I want to learn a little bit more about what the boxing club is.
Absolutely.
But so you can check out all these local and health fitness friends that they are going to be here for the Hy-Vee Health Fair. That is this Saturday from 10 to 1. It is going to be here at the 2nd Avenue Hy-Vee. So be sure to check it out and get also awesome samples too while you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking of which, it is almost the end of January. I know. And February is right around the corner.
Time flies.
I know, this is crazy. It needs to slow down. But we do something every year called Refer a Friend February.
Right, and we do that. It's a great time to find that accountability partner. We were just a couple minutes ago, we were talking about that support network. And so when we have Refer a Friend February, you know, it's one of those being able to, again, have that accountability partner. You're creating new goals, your new fitness goals, but you go, I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
We just talked about Anytime Fitness, we talked about the boxing club, talk about the Y. There are a handful of opportunities for fitness, but what is going to fit me? Where do I want to go? And so what we basically do is that we challenge our membership to bring in a friend of theirs, and we know that they talk about it out in the I don't say the marketplace, but just out in the community. Well, now it's that chance to be able to try us out.
Yeah.
And so with that, if you part of the February month is that you'll get a free week, and if you sign on, you get the rest of February free. Our members get a little help as well. So it is definitely a win-win in terms of creating that new accountability partner.
And we do offer 26 different class times to choose from. So this is performance, this is stick mobility classes, golf performance, and recovery. And then I have to give a shout out to Coach Cindy. On Sundays, she now is taking anyone that would like to join her on walks through Wildcat Den. And this was completely her idea, and I said, I love this. It has been a hit. There's been so many athletes that have been going out because you're still getting movement in.
And yeah, we talk about daily movement, intentional 30 minutes of movement every day. Yeah, not only are you getting your 30 minutes in, but you're in uneven terrain, you're going uphill, downhill. There's a lot of things happening in the body that we need to recruit to be able to do that. And the camaraderie is amazing. We have members bringing their dogs out, so a little extra canine love as well. But yeah, that's been a great add for us. We'll keep it going as long as we're able. I know there's probably Sundays where we can't do it, but yeah, it's a great addition to what we do at Impact.
And they've been having so much fun with it. It creates not only just a bonding opportunity, because they're seeing people that go to 5:30 a.m. and some people going to 4:30 p.m. that never see each other. This is their opportunity to really just chat and see how everything's been going. That's
the realism of working out. You have people that works best for the AM schedule. You have people that work best for the PM schedule. And that's why we try to get together, not only in a class setting, but in July when we try to get a baseball go watch a baseball game, or in December when we have our holiday party. We want to have these opportunities to commingle and say hi to everybody. And I'm also going to talk about golf performance a little bit. I mean, guys and girls, golf is right around the corner, believe it or not. It's already near the end of January, so February, March. We might get some good weather in April, but where's your conditioning? Where are you at in terms of what you want to do in terms of golf?
Yeah.
Golf performance is a great way to be able to start understanding those principles of movement in the studio that help you out on the golf course. If you want to hit it, if you want to drive the ball farther, this is the class that you want to be able to utilize so you can drive the ball farther. Now, it can't help with all aspects of your game. That's all on you. But the physical portion of it, the walking, the endurance, and the golf style moves, we can certainly help you there.
And I've taken the golf performance class a couple times, and it's not a joke.
It's no joke. I mean, you know, Sean Olson has told me that.
Yeah.
And you come in and you expect, oh, okay, well, golf style workouts, how hard can it be? Well, it can be just as demanding in just a shorter amount of time as a full performance workout.
Yeah.
And we're doing different moves related to the golf swing.
So yeah, Refer a Friend February is perfect time. If you're a new athlete at our gym, come in for your free week. If you love it, you sign up for a membership, you get the rest of February off. Our current athletes, if they refer someone, and that even means like if a new athlete signs up and then they bring someone in, they get that current athlete bonus within March too. So
absolutely.
Perfect time too. I know it's like winter season, that couch is really comfortable, maybe got the fireplace on, but just being accountable and supporting each other is just gonna be that perfect way to start through 2023 and keeping maybe those New Year goals that you've set for yourself.
Right.
So.
And even with that, out there watching right now, we're gonna do a giveaway. So it's almost as far as why wait till February? So if we want the first person to comment the word fitness, and if you do that in the Facebook comment section, if you're the first one to get in there, you'll get a free 12-class punch card. And if you're an impact athlete and you hop on and do that, well, guess what? You get to gift that to someone else. So that's our little contest giveaway right now. So hopefully we see somebody chime in on that and take full advantage.
So as we are waiting for that, we are going to talk about some health foods that aren't really all that cracked up to be. So the first one we're going to talk about is like granola and granola bars, those on-the-go snacks to keep your energy up throughout the day. So a lot of companies realize that these are, one, easy to like appeal to busy customers, gym goers, and even kids. A lot of it too is looking at, you know, what they're putting inside of it.
It also gives, if we're not careful and we don't look at serving sizes, we graze through that, and all of a sudden something that was made for maybe, and I don't necessarily know the serving sizes, but I know it's more than one serving. It's generally 4, 5, or 6 servings, that all of a sudden you can plow through that, and that's not really the intention of granola.
Yeah. I mean, another one of it too is like trail mix, because a lot of the times, for example, one of the bars is Cliff Bars. If you read the nutrition fact label on that, they can average anywhere from 18 to 20 grams of added sugar into those Cliff Bars. Now, they're promoted everywhere. You see the advertising for them, but they're actually just a carb and sugar loaded granola bar.
Sugar is good for you, and you know, we don't want to discount that at all. I mean, there's you know, especially through our fruits, natural sugars are what our body wants. It's the added sugar where we get into problems.
Correct. So a lot of the times too, so American Heart Association recommends no more than 38 grams of added sugar per day for men, and it's 25 grams of added sugar for women. So just one of those bars is already almost your entire day of added sugar. So it's just having to be mindful about what we're choosing and how we're choosing, because obviously if we have something that's high in carbs and high in sugar, it's going to spike our blood sugar up, which then can easily follow by a quick crash. So that's the main things that we have to really be mindful of these like granola bars, or even like the trail mix kind of stuff, that they advertise that they're healthy and good for you, but it really depends on, one, the brand and what you're reading on that nutrition label.
Very true.
And another, the never-ending list of sports drinks. Now, you know my opinion about sports drinks. I really don't drink them, but they're everywhere. You see them, especially during sports season. That is the go-to brand per se. Now, I won't say the actual brand but I will later in this part in just a little bit. So obviously, a lot of these sports drinks end up having hydration that also contain electrolytes, which, you know, is something that we need. But a lot of these sports drinks are packed with sugar, and even example of like high fructose syrup. And sugar can be anything that has an OSE in the ingredient portion is a type of sugar.
Dextrose,
Yeah.
fructose, yes.
Yeah, anything that has that OSE. So this is also the same carbohydrate that can be found in soft drinks too. So you think soft drinks are bad, but sports drinks are good, but when you actually read the ingredients, they have similar ingredients. So that's something that we have to be mindful of. Would you like to share an example of a sports drink that I'm talking about?
Oh, I've lost my page here. I can tell you that. There we are. Sometimes you just have to write things down. Take a 20-ounce serving of Gatorade. The Thirst Quencher contains 36 grams of sugar. And so there again, this is added sugar, just a little bit less than an average soda. And for guys, it's right up against that limit that we want to add into our body. For women, it's over that limit. So yeah, there's that's the biggest one that comes to mind. You know, and I haven't had one of those for the longest time, and then as I've tried to go back when it's been the only option for me to be able to get, it's so incredibly sweet that I have one or two sips and that's it. There's nothing that beats the hydration of water.
Yeah. I mean, if you just need to find the best way to rehydrate is drinking water, and that's going to be an easy one. My last kind of example is keto. It's everywhere. It really is. I mean, keto version is for like just about everything. So keto friendly packaged products, they're obviously highly processed. And we know that processed foods obviously have unwanted added ingredients, and it just creates a negative impact within our health. A lot of the times too, like our main source of energy is carbs. That is the main source right there. So incorporating a balance that has all three macronutrients, so protein, carbs, and fat, that's going to just help us stay more energized. We're going to be satisfied throughout the day, and it's just going to help us achieve our goals just overall.
Carbs, well, I guess it's technically a 5-letter word, but if you just say carb, it's not a 4-letter word. I mean, it's not the enemy. Carbs are okay. And as you said, it's part of the macronutrients that we need during the day for our balanced diet. And to starve our body of that nutrient, of that macronutrient, I'll be honest, a few years ago I tried keto. And, you know, taking those carbs away from me, it was amazing how much energy I did not have, especially in the afternoon. And so,
and it's not uncommon to hear that.
And it is not. You know, and the fact is that those products, those diets are not really something we want to look at for long-term goals. It is a quick fix. I guarantee you, yeah, if you were to do it 2 weeks, 14 days, 30 days, you'll probably find that yes, you have dropped in weight at, you know, is that because you're also losing muscle? Is it because, you know, what other factors? But then when you stop that, and let's say you did really well and you lost 10 or 15 pounds, so much easier now that you're giving your body what it needs. You're going to basically spring back and you're going to gain most, if not all, of that weight back.
Majority of the time, people will end up gaining 2/3 back the weight that they lost. And so you hear like, I did keto for 30 days and I dropped 30 pounds. Okay, that's awesome. Then what? Oh, I just went back to what I was doing before. And then what happened? Oh, I gained all that weight back, so I went back to keto. It's a yo-yo dieting situation. So a lot of the times keto products are marketing schemes just to make money off of people, and like popular diets high in protein and fat, which then often becomes a higher calorie intake too because of those two sources right there. And a lot of times too, and I remind people that when they say they cut carbs, I'm like, oh, so you cut veggies?
Right.
There's starchy carbs and there's non-starchy carbs. There are starchy carbs and non-starchy carbs. They're two in that same category of that protein, carb, and fat intake. So a lot of times, you know, it makes it harder for you to keep that energy that you want if you're still trying to also lose weight. The balance isn't there. So a lot of the times, if you're attempting a keto diet or any diet, choose whole foods over processed ones.
Absolutely, yes.
I know a lot of the times there's keto-friendly meals already made for you. Those are processed, those are added ingredients into there. Just focus on those whole foods and just, you know, don't even call it a diet, just eat the whole foods and be mindful of your portion sizes and following plate method. And especially if you are buying stuff that is maybe in a package or anything like that, just start reading those nutrition label facts, understanding that there needs to be some sort of a balance within there, not just a protein fat.
Exactly.
So some other healthy foods just to be really mindful of: cereal products, flavored oatmeals, like if you grab the packaged versions of them, flavored yogurts too. There are some brands that are really good, like we do the Okios Graham protein yogurts. Love those, great balance of protein, carb, and fat. Also another thing is something just as simple as protein bars. Just because it has the name protein on it doesn't actually mean that it's all that good.
It doesn't mean it's not chock full of other stuff with
Correct.
it. Yes.
Yeah, so we just have to be mindful of what we're doing. So some of the things that we want to be adding into our meals, the first food is whole grains, especially within fiber intake. So fiber helps use the body's, especially the sugars, and helps us just keep us more full and more satisfied and energized throughout the day. So fiber is awesome. There's two different types. There's soluble fiber, which is a great way to help lower blood glucose levels and cholesterol. So this is examples like old-fashioned oats, beans, nuts, apples, and blueberries. The other one is insoluble fibers, which is just helping our digestive system. So this is something as like wheat products, quinoa, leafy greens. Children and adults need to have anywhere from 25 to 35 grams of fiber per day. So these are great sources to get that from. I know I'm a leafy green person, especially with that. And then the apples and the blueberries, I can't even tell you how many apples you and I go through. It's a trend right now in our house. And then
It's more than a trend. We go through quite a few apples.
It's every day.
a week.
Well, and then Leia too.
Yes.
So what is that second food source that we need to be focusing on?
Lean proteins. And so the way lean proteins work helps maintain, build muscle, promotes weight loss, and really just keeps your body functioning, especially after a good workout. That immediate intake of protein. I think in the perfect world, we'd love to be able to, within 30 to 60 minutes, having that wonderful nice lunch, more so than a snack afterwards. The first way to increase our lean protein intake is use whole foods. We just talked about, we see a protein bar. That's great, but we don't know what else is in there. So what are those whole foods? Some of those favorite sources that we see here at Hy-Vee, you have skinless chicken breast, white fish, tuna, plain Greek yogurt, beans, and cottage cheese. Those are all great add-ons to be able to add to our list of foods.
And the third thing that we want to just be focusing on is the produce. So here's a fun fact. Produce can be fresh, can be frozen, and can be canned. So you can go all three. So obviously a lot of the times, contrary to belief, people think, well, frozen fruits and veggies, or canned, that doesn't work. That's not the same. It is. You just have to also just be making sure that, one, making sure it's not in like a high sodium or like a syrup. So something that's in water or that has no salt added, making sure that you are watching those can labels too. Frozen, though, is so convenient. You can stock up on so much. I can't believe how many things of bagged cauliflower or broccoli or mixed veggies or Brussels. It's so convenient, and we don't have to worry about it going to waste.
Well, and when we talk about, oh, I don't have enough time to prep, you know, to get frozen broccoli is 5 minutes in the microwave.
Yeah.
I mean, do we want fresh broccoli? Do we want to steam it? Yeah, absolutely. But sometimes if we don't have the luxury of time, this is a great way to be able to utilize that frozen food to our benefit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same with even like canned veggies and fruits. Also, it's budget friendly.
Yes.
It really is. So don't feel like you have to go into, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love our produce section that we're in right now. But to save some time, grab the canned veggies or fruits, grab the frozen ones. They do just as much as if you're picking it up right here in the produce area.
Yeah.
So never be, never, I don't know, I don't want to say shameful, but just, you know, save time.
Yeah.
And maybe sanity.
Very true. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, don't rack your head, you know, trying to figure out, well, what am I gonna eat? You can even then season up the broccoli. I put Frank's hot sauce on broccoli at times. I use everything bagel seasoning.
I think I'm more of that one than you.
Yeah, seasoning, salt. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, watching how much we put in.
Yeah.
But you don't have to just eat the broccoli as is. Throw some flavor on there. Why not? It's okay.
Switch up your cooking styles.
Yeah.
Air fry it. You know, maybe it's in this, like sautéing it. Maybe it's just putting it in the oven just to get a little roasting flavor to it. I mean, the way you make it, the way you flavorize it, food can be just as fun. It doesn't always have to be plain and boring.
Exactly. Exactly.
So then, obviously the last thing too is checking the nutrition labels. So making sure that there is a balance within fat, carbs, protein, and then double checking those added sugar portions of it too. Yeah,
and we don't often get this cool little graph says, you know, oh, it's what, 40% protein, 40% carbs, 20% fat. We don't often get that. Two things I would point out: does it have more than 3 syllables? If there's words you can't pronounce, look for an alternative. As you talked about, the syrups, the sugar, or well, the syrups. The syrups and the
salt. And salt.
Yeah, say syrup and sugar. There. Yeah, syrups. That. Just take a quick look at that, and understanding, you know, are there alternatives to be able to do beyond what I see here?
Yeah. My rule of thumb is if you can read the first 5 that don't have an OSE, you're going in the right direction.
Those are the main ingredients of what you see in there. If it leads right off with sugar, let's go the other way.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Anything else?
No. Did we have a comment? Do we have a winner?
I didn't see one yet, but I'll keep my eye out on it.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, if you type in the word fitness in the comment section, if you're watching here on Facebook, we will give you a free 12-class punch card from Impact, so you can have that, or you can share it with someone that maybe is looking to get started. What do you have over there?
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
Oh no.
2 of my favorites, caramel and apple.
Exactly, caramel apple spice.
Those look delicious. I'm gonna take one that doesn't have as much whipped cream.
I will take one. Yes, thank you.
Oh, that smells so good.
No caffeine? Or no, yeah.
No
No coffee.
coffee.
That would be the right answer.
No caffeine. Yeah,
Excuse me.
That smells really good. Is this the new featured drink?
It is not. It's just a good one on a day like today.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And you know, something like this to be able to sample. Don't think that.
Oh my.
Know, don't be afraid to sample something like this.
Yeah.
There again, when you start getting taller, that's when you need to make that decision. Is this really where I want to go? You know, unfortunately, some of these are very heavily sugared.
Oh yeah, you have to be mindful of what you pick, but Here's the thing. I will never.
Don't restrict yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You
just watch the daily consumption of
the words
it.
right out of my mouth every time.
Well, you have this screen up there that says.
It's like a teleprompter on top of my head. Good. No, you never want to restrict yourself. Still enjoy things. Still have them. You know, think of them as bright spots and victories, and like maybe little treats over there. But just be mindful of what you're putting in your body and just making sure that you're going in the right direction of following your goals.
Mm-hmm.
So, big thing this weekend is this Saturday is the Hy-Vee Health and Fitness Fair. So if you want to come out and see us, Muscatine Y, Anytime Fitness, the boxing club, Hy-Vee Health will have a bunch of different samples and products for what they have, their most popular ones, their newest ones. And this will be some whey proteins. This will be some recovery drinks. I know even like pre-recovery, like the Celsius pre-workouts. And then also they will have some Quest is one of my favorite brands to go through.
Okay, yeah.
Like the Quest bars and even like the cookies.
Oh yeah.
They are good.
Yeah.
So
you said 20% off that day?
Yeah, 20% off Health Market and also health and beauty care items that day too. So be sure to check out all of that and what we're going to be offering.
And we talked about those alternatives to things that we would want to normally get in the health food aisle.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we find those alternatives. And I think there's going to be people there to be able to help us out. If not this, what about this?
Exactly. We will be there. We'll have demonstrations for sandbags and stick mobility. Also, we'll have our nutrition ebook, and if you sign up for our ebook, you get a chance to spin the wheel for some prizes. I love that wheel. It's my favorite thing. So we have a bunch of going on, and then our Refer a Friend February, just to keep going and staying that motivation for 2023. This is basically just an apple pie in a cup, and it's delicious.
Yes, it is.
So a lot of good things coming our way. And then for tomorrow, thanks for coming on, by the way.
You're welcome.
You're awesome.
I know. I'm humble, too.
Would you say it humble?
You said I'm awesome, and I said I know, and I said I'm humble, too.
Oh, boy. Okay. Tomorrow, I will have United Way of Muscatine of Hillary and Shane with me, and they're going to be talking about their upcoming Kids First Pancake Breakfast that's happening this Friday, and also the Live United Awards that's happening next month. You still have an opportunity to apply businesses and individuals here in the Muscatine area that you feel deserve recognition. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Until then, stay happy and stay healthy. I will see you later, Muscatine.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
When you buy a vehicle for Toyo Muscatine, keeping your vehicle safely on the road is our highest priority.
We offer scheduled maintenance and extended service hours for those unexpected repairs.
Our service department's mechanics are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality of care.
Feel free to ask any of our friendly staff if you have any questions.
Come on down to Toyota Muscatine today.
Okay guys, we've been through a lot together. We all know sometimes it gets hard, but it's okay to not feel okay. You know what helps? A good book or going for a walk. Not now, Fred. But what really helps is to talk to someone. Because to take care of each other, you gotta take care of you. If you need to talk to someone, your doctor will listen. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we're here to serve.
When you buy a vehicle at a multi-brand dealership and it isn't locally owned, it can be difficult to get information that you need.
That's why all of our trained salespeople are focused on one thing, getting you the best deal possible on a new or used Toyota.
And when you pick your favorite, we will help you with financing and maintenance.
We love helping our neighbors.
Come to Toyota Muscatine today.
We've all been through a lot together. And along the way, you'll find out who really cares for you and who you can trust. Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in life. Like those days when the amazing happens. Or those days that are really, really hard. That's why you need someone like Unity Point Health. Because when it comes to your health, you gotta have someone you can trust. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Hi, I'm TJ Deere, General Manager here at Toyota of Muscatine.
Hi, I'm Megan and I'm from Muscatine.
My name is Logan and I'm from Muscatine.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we believe in investing in our community.
And that's why all our members are local to the Muscatine area.
It's why we give generously to charities based in our city.
Because we believe that giving back means paying it forward.
That's why an investment in us is an investment in our community.